I've never tattooed a face. I don't really have any interest in tattooing anybody's face.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, nothing against getting your face tattooed, but no, hands and neck. At this point, it's kind of like, I feel like back in the day, there used to be a lot more push against it, but it's either you do it and you do it well for someone, or they're going to go get it and it might not be as good. So it's kind of like, you know, what do you want to do? Where you used to think about the customer is like, I don't want to do that to you. It's like, well, let me help you out and do it well, rather than like you go get some shitty shit and look crazy.
Go to some back alley.
Yeah. Or
it's like, I'll do your face.
Yeah, I'll do it. And people will. And then they look fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as it's become more pervasive, like the face is kind of becoming more of a thing you see out. Like maybe in another 30 years, the face will be the same as like an arm tattoo in the 90s. I don't know.
It could be. I mean, we see it more and more.
Do people at the shop do faces? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
But, you know, also when dudes come in, and you kind of have, when they come in for shit like that, you kind of have to like, at least I do. It's like, it's kind of like a mental scan. It's like, you know,
I know.
Like, what's up with you?
Yeah.
You know, are you good?
Yeah. Are you on some just like you've been up for 3 days and you're in some?
Sure. Yeah.
Should you be making such a permanent decision?
Yeah. Do you want a big fucking snake across your nose or something? I don't know. But like people, I don't know. Yeah. It's weird times. Weird times in tattooing, weird times in everything. Art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the times being weird, maybe that you do just kind of see that more in art. Like in a stand-up and like Kill Tony, that the stand-up's gotten like crazier than ever just to reflect, because the art kind of reflects what's happening in the culture. But
or you mean like just like subject matter? Like
yeah,
like
and how extreme it gets. Like people, I feel like, you know, people are just like, it's crazy times, things are changing, people are feeling it. And then if you go to like a comedy room or maybe even like a tattoo shop, or like the art is going to be maybe it's a little edgier, or just it's got to keep up with how people are feeling.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's still plenty of like clean comedy and stuff like that too, but I think the edgier stuff, it just keeps getting kind of crazier.
Yeah. Well, it's like the shock value thing, you know. Back in the day, it was like one person gets a face tattoo, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, or somebody says like, fuck you on comedy stage, and it's like, God, this dude's ruthless.
Well, yeah.
Holy shit. But now it's like the shock value's gone, and it's just Instagram, like, watch this dude get blown up. So like, yeah, it's like, you know, it's got to get more extreme, I guess. But
yeah, we just listened to, me and Eleanor, my kid, just listened to all of the Beatles catalog in chronological order. There's a playlist on Spotify. It's like almost 10 hours.
I was gonna say, holy shit.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. You hear like they're just ripping off like Buddy Holly and Elvis to like I Am the Walrus to like, and we were talking about it, you know, like it's almost like, I don't even know if the Beatles are the best band, but it feels like literature or something, like, you know, to be aware of. And like we were talking about John Lennon saying like the Jesus thing, you know, where he was like, people come up to us and they act like we're bigger than Jesus. He wasn't even saying they were. He was just like put them in the same sentence as Jesus, and how it was just like, that was one of those, those moments where it's just like, what? Like people were burning it, the KKK was coming, and now it's like, she was like, what? Like, I don't understand what the problem was. And
yeah.
It's kind of like what we were saying about art, where like the first time somebody does it, it's trailblazing, but then it's just like the bar just kind of keeps moving up.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like it ever really like swings back. I mean, yeah, I think maybe like, a face tattoo is the equivalent of like some super edgy bit.
I mean, it definitely started because I mean, people had face tattoos, but like with the SoundCloud rapper shit and like the whole fucking, really just the internet, Instagram. It's like, yeah, look at me, you know, I'm tough. It's like, okay.
I don't give a fuck. That's what it says to me. Like, or it did from like the 2010s rappers. It's like, you know, because a lot of times it would be like a bad, like kind of like a rough looking tattoo on the face too. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not good. That's not good. But I mean, I feel like majority of not that those kids were celebrities at the time, but like majority of celebrity tattoos suck.
Yeah.
They're horrible. And I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a thing. But yeah, fucking yeah. I feel like back in the day it was like, yeah, I'm actually tough. Like, do not fuck with me. I've got a scorpion on my forehead.
Yeah.
And now it's like, some little ass kid with tight pants and fucking shitty hair. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like that can kind of, it would make sense that if you like been tattooed for 30 years, you might be looking around now being like, it's
yeah, dude.
There's a lot of people getting them now.
yeah, it's pussy now.
Yeah.
Which whatever. I don't know. I like to think
It makes sense.
I think about it sometimes. It's like, back in the day, I would have been doing something like this, probably whatever. But it's like, man, it used to be so much gnarlier back then. It's like a lot of peers of mine. It's like, would you be able to tattoo back then? Like, I don't know. It used to be way tougher. But it's like everything. I feel like comedy probably is the same. Now you can make like a Instagram reel and now you're a comedian.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get right there. So it's flooded with like a lot more people.
Yeah.
But then there's this idea that like there'll still only ever be like a few hundred really great comedians. That's an idea that I hold on to, is that people that like, if you do it long enough and you really strive to be good at it, most people are still like pretty new and excited. And how many people actually make it to however many years with something?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I mean, it's the same with tattoos, But comedy's kind of weird too, because comedy's like, you can teach yourself how to draw, and I guess you could teach yourself how to, you can study comedy. Obviously, everybody does, I guess, assuming I don't do it, but it's like, are you funny or are you not fucking funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
art's kind of like, are you good at it or are you not? But you can kind of bullshit your way into some shit. And I don't know.
Yeah, it's like what's funny is subjective, but in a given room with people, it's like they laughed or they didn't. It is kind of binary, which is nice. Because before I did comedy, I was doing a lot of like music in my bedroom. Mm-hmm. So I just imagine it all and then put it on the internet. And it's like, as you're working on stuff in comedy, they're there and you're seeing like, oh, I thought this was funny. It's not funny.
It's not
like
funny.
no one's like, it's boring or it's uncomfortable or something like that.
Yeah, that seems way scarier to me than tattooing.
It's gone when you're done, though. I mean, it seems kind of similar in the way that, like, you're still like meeting a real person. Like, so much of art now is like, post it up. Oh, I got a number that says the views, and then it's like you're just increasingly disconnected. I think that's part of like comedy, and even like being in a tattoo shop kind of feels a little like you're just in that room. People are just coming in, making like permanent decisions at the drop of a hat, like little wild conversations going on. It's just like there's still little places like when a comedy room's popping, it feels like that too. Like there's these little places where like we're not doing any of that like shit people are doing now. It's getting weird in here. There's something addictive about that.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, I feel like it was the first place I felt at home, kind of. It was the shop, I think.
Yeah.
I felt in place. Trying to get another job, it's like, dude, I don't belong here.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck. How do people do this?
Yeah. We can't go like work in a cubicle after you've worked at a tattoo shop, I don't think.
No, dude. Dude, so like COVID, I tried, like I just started tattooing. Like I apprenticed a couple years before, whatever. I think I announced, okay, January 1st or whatever, January 6th, I'll start
January 6th.
I'll start tattooing. And then, it was like a month in, 2 months in, doing horrible tattoos, feeling myself though. The world ends. I tried to get a job at Lowe's during because we were shut down for like 3 or 4 months, 5 months or something. I made it like a week. And I was out in like the plants. Like nobody talked to me, nothing. I was like, fuck this. I can't.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do this.
Especially a big company like that, because they've got like just some guy you'll never meet that's got spreadsheets and all your little things you're doing are going in some formula. Like that's the worst kind of like an Amazon distribution center job. I mean, that's just the worst kind of fucking work.
Yeah. Like, in a way, I thought it would make sense. It's like, well, nobody's going to talk to me. I'm kind of like,
yeah,
you know, I can kind of just drift off my own world type of shit. But even that, yeah, I couldn't imagine going from tattooing to like, yeah, I'm on the computer now, typing spreadsheets or whatever people do. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
like
now
not
you
gonna
got an
work.
AI bot helping you with all that stuff, and it's getting better and better. I'm like, I've been making my living doing like writing instructions for computers for like 15 years. I'm like, I don't know if it's still gonna be a thing in a few more years. I don't know.
Yeah, that's scary, man.
But
You guys are kind of instructed to use AI in a way, right?
yeah, like right now it's like I'm getting more productivity than ever because I can like have a bot do the tedium and then I can check it like an AI chat. You know, it's really good at writing code because it's like writing instructions for itself. But then if you're a junior coming into the field, it's just a really shitty time because that's like you would hire juniors and be like, they do all that, you know, monotonous shit. And now a bot can just do
The
it. So
apprentice work.
I don't know if you're more like senior level, if you'll just always have a job and you'll command the bots, or if the bots will come for my job. I try to be an optimist, and I'm kind of tired of doing it anyway. So I'm like, there's always a part of me that's like, let's let it all fucking burn, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But then if it did, I might be like, oh no, this is actually not what I wanted at all.
Yeah, man. Nah, that shit's weird. I know. And traditional tattoos, I'll see people use AI sometimes, but like I don't follow anybody or pay attention to those people anyway, but they'll pop up. But in other little genres of tattooing, if you will, they AI it up. Fucking flyers, banners, tattoos. You know, definitely like realism dudes. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're still using their hands to put it on a person. Because you don't use it, you do it all like analog, right? Like, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen you use an iPad or anything like that. You like take the measurement and then go do it on a piece of whatever that is. Paper. Paper.
Pencils. You remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, I just started using the iPad more, just trying to do like, not tattoo shit, you know, more like art and stuff for shirts or other people's shit. You know,
it is good to know how to use that stuff, because if you want to put it on a sticker or a shirt, I mean, it is going to go through a computer at some point. So it's like, I think it is good to learn how to use tools like digital tools, but then not get too pulled into it. You know?
Sure. Yeah, I'm not good enough at it to get that pulled into it. Is the reality. But like, and I just don't know how to do it on paper to transfer it correctly to shirts yet. So that's kind of the thing. But yeah, I don't use. Nobody at the shop really uses iPad.
Yeah.
Danny will, but that's pretty much just for design shit too. And he was kind of like watching him. It was kind of like, okay, like he kills that shit.
Yeah.
And it looks fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of work, but I was like, yeah, maybe I can try and fuck with this too. But
yeah, I'm not opposed to it.
It's weird.
I've had a few that like somebody took a picture of the spot and then like drew it and kind of got it up on there, and it's like, you know, it was still drawn with and then put on me. But I think like, I don't know, you did this mushroom freehand, and it's one of my favorites. You know, I mean, it's new, but it's like, I'm kind of interested in more getting more like freehand tattoos. I think there's something really exciting about that, where somebody just draws on you,
doing it
like
live.
according to tape. Yeah, it's just man. Like there's a certain energy. Like I think when you know you can hit undo, it's like you're not as fully committed. You know,
drawing shit on too. Like really, if I could draw anything on, but you know, certain things people ask me, it's like, I'm going to draw that on paper. You know, but if I could draw everything on, that'd be the best. I feel like it. It's just organic. It's organic looking. And, you know, you can't really beat that. It's the live shit. It's the live recording.
Yeah.
You know?
Was that like when you do like a flash sheet, is that like, is that like, oh, I got some time, so I'm just going to sit down and like doodle by hand? Because I know I see those on the internet. I mean, it's a really beautiful thing, just the flash sheet in itself. Like, what's that like, making a flash sheet?
It just depends, you know. inspiration. Sometimes it's like, okay, I need to get some tattoos. So let me paint some flash and see if anybody wants it. And then other times it's kind of like, you're just very inspired to kind of do it or whatever. Yeah, it's really just drawing all the time, and then you get a collection of drawings, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna paint a sheet of this," or whatever. It's like making anything else.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I think I sense that maybe like when everybody's doing flash sheets, it might indicate that it's a little harder time or something like that. Like I know, like my wife is refinishes dressers and stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and I think like right now she was saying it feels like a time where people don't maybe have as much pocket money. So
for sure,
I don't know if that.
For sure, yeah. I feel like any expendable money at the moment is kind of like,
yeah,
it's a slow time for tattooing. It's a slow time for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But no, not necessarily like flash. You're just making art at the end of the day. I feel like some people kind of crank out flash, and it's pretty. Everybody in tattooing has their own way of doing things and their own mindset and view of tattooing and how it's supposed to be, or how it curates to your time and the way you work or whatever. But making a bunch of flash, it's not necessarily just out of being slow. We make flash. Flash was the first thing that I kind of fell in love with, before tattooing. I started painting flash and stuff like that. I didn't necessarily, tattooing wasn't even still on my radar as like a possibility. It's just like, I love painting. I love drawing flash. I love doing this.
Okay. So even when you were just doing like art, like painting and drawing, it was like still kind of flashy. I mean, did you start with like drawing like comic book characters and stuff, or did you like just like the traditional? To me, the traditional symbology like really resonated because I listened to a lot of music and a lot of old music and like roses and hearts and skulls, and it's all the same kind of stuff in like Johnny Cash songs and shit like that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like it's just kind of in the American unconscious.
This is like proper shit. It's like, yeah, you get a fucking rose, you get a skull, you do this. There's something cool about that. Yeah. I didn't. I kind of learned how to draw to do that. So I was making music and stuff, and I would do art, but it wouldn't be tattooable. It'd be like fucking crazy shit, and just like I guess
too intricate,
or just like expressionist. I guess not. I don't know what it was.
Abstract, maybe.
It was just like me, honestly, just me doing shit because I felt like I needed to do something. Like I just felt whatever, not to sound stupid, but I gotta make this or whatever. Not even thinking about it, just doing it. So I didn't draw until I kind of started painting flash. Really, like my buddy taught me how, and then it was like, damn, this is fucking cool. You finish it, you can do it pretty quick. It's pretty gratifying, fast,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you definitely have a cool voice, like, even when you do just the classic kind of imagery stuff. I can tell it's you,
Man,
like when I look at the Hot Stuff page. So, yeah, I don't know what that is. I think that's like a thing. It's like, I really like old blues and country music and stuff, and it's like, to be able to do something with those 3 chords that everybody's done a million times, but still have it feel like you, and it's simple and quick. That's really where it's at. Like if you do some epic like Rush song, it's like who's to say? It's like the measures of 7, 8, and then 9. It's like I don't even know if it's good, but when it's like that simple kind of timeless art, if the voice comes through, I feel like that's just, whether it's a novel or a song or a tattoo, that's kind of just, that's my taste is when that happens.
Yeah, and I think that was the appeal and is the appeal still. I mean, you kind of. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's like listening to the old shit. It's like, dude, this is proper or whatever. The skull and the rose is proper. Like fucking listening to old Stooges or something. It's like, this is fucking, this is the shit. But
still feels like right now somehow. It like never went out.
Right. And then you got, new bands or new dudes doing their thing with it, and it still feels relevant, but it's like they're having fun with it. That's the same thing. It's like exploring yourself through those 3 chords. How can you do that efficiently as possible?
And it's crazy that it's infinite, that you think like 3 chords, it would just be exhausted at some point. But then that's my favorite thing when some new young band or when I hear something and I'm like, God damn it, they found a new brilliant way to do those 3 chords. I've been trying that my whole life. I thought it was all done.
Yeah.
Like that's my favorite thing, when something's simple, just somebody just figures it out. There's a magic in that you can't really, you can't like reverse engineer it.
No. Yeah, because even like I'll see definitely on Instagram and shit, you'll see this is how you play this song. And, maybe your whole life you're like, damn, that sounds crazy. That's like a crazy chord progression, whatever. And then it's just like, holy fuck, dude, that was the same chords I've been playing with my whole life.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
So when you go like when you're tattooing, when you're starting and you're actually like putting it on the person, like putting it in their skin, I mean, is that
yes, that's crazy.
Is that like I imagine like y'all really know a lot about skin, or I don't know if it's how much you can just kind of do what you do or how much you have to like listen to the skin. People have different bodies and they're different ages, and like what's do you have to develop a sensitivity to the person's skin?
For sure. Yeah, it just kind of come like with learning. It's kind of like, hey man, like this person's older. Maybe you don't want to use this crazy ass black, or use whatever. Yeah, or big people, little people. Skin. Black people, white people. There's certain things where it's just like, yeah, you could do it. It's not gonna come out how you really want it. Let's do it this way. Yeah, it comes with learning and stuff.
And then when you start putting it in, like when you start the first stroke or whatever you call it, I mean, you're like, is it like, okay, it's different, it's a pretty, or is it,
yeah,
is it going different? Like,
I mean, you could have like a group of young kids, say they're all 20. Each one it's gonna be different, regardless. And sometimes, I mean, you tattoo it all the same. Sometimes you kind of like treat it a little bit differently or something, but everybody's body's different, and you realize very quickly, like, oh shit, yeah, maybe slow down, or maybe whatever. Some shit flies in, some shit doesn't. Yeah, you kind of figure it out. Still always trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and maybe it's hard to put words on because maybe it's just more of a feel thing.
For sure.
But I know, like, my skin will like just change depending on my feelings. Like if listening to like a really good song, you get like goosebumps or something. So I imagine a lot of people when they get tattooed maybe are nervous, and that might affect their skin, but maybe not. I mean, or like if it's your first tattoo, I wonder if does it make you like the skin harder to take the ink, or?
Nah, I mean, people will move around or like flex on you or something. Things like that. It's kind of, you just talk to me like, hey, you need to chill or whatever. But yeah, it's just all kind of like a feeling you develop, man. Yeah. Like the other day, I have 2 machines in my drawer that look the same. They don't, but they do. Like if you looked at them, you'd be like, oh, well, I don't know which one does what or whatever. I happened to just grab the wrong one, just moving quickly, and as soon as I like went to do it, I could hear it that it was, oh, this is not the right machine. And then I was like, oh fuck. I mean, it was fine. Like I knew what to do with it, but it was just kind of like things like that, the sounds of the machines. There's so much shit you just kind of develop over time. Where it's like, okay, maybe this person, it's not the best interest for them to get their face tattooed or something. I don't know.
Almost sounds like a different electric guitar or something. Like it's
Sure.
It's a feel, like a tool.
Yeah, but the result still comes out the same if you can fuck with it. But
Yeah,
Weird.
the gear of it too. I mean, that's just something that interests me. I've only talked to Matt as like the other tattoo artist, but it's the same with comedy or music, where you can read about it and talk about it, but really it's just the hours of doing it. Like that's
sure.
kind of what it is. It's a feel thing. And if you can do it with a lot of different people, like if you can jam with a lot of different people or do your jokes in a lot of different rooms and regions, then you just get whatever that is. It really interests me.
Yeah.
Like trying to get those, like I think that's kind of what like being an artist or life is about, is trying to just like it's in your muscle memory at a certain point. Like you're like, all right, this room is like a little slower, so I need to like wait after the punchlines. All right, this is like a really sharp crowd, so it's got to be like bam, bam, bam. You know?
I'm in the South. Let me not talk about Trump. Like, it's just.
Or if I do it, it has to be a way where both sides think I'm with them.
Sure. I mean, banner at the shop is the same. If you come get tattooed versus like some young 18-year-old girl, we're probably gonna talk about different shit.
Yeah, I mean that's because you're spending a lot of time like really close to people.
Yeah.
At a time that they're like making a permanent mark on them. So I imagine like it's different conversations and things you seeing people than you would if you just like talk to them at a bar.
Yeah. Because even at the bar, it's kind of like everybody's drunk. Everybody's there for the same reason, like whatever. But you got a little girl coming in. She's like, it's her first tattoo. She's about to go to school. She's excited about life still. It's like us. It's like, dude, fucking, I'm tired. Or, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, so we can talk some shit. But
yeah.
You don't want to scare people.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, does there seem to be like a common reason you feel like people get tattooed or they come, or is it just all over the place?
It's all over the place. Why did you get tattooed?
I mean, I have jokes about how it's just like, if I hadn't gone bald or, I wouldn't need the tattoos. It's just like, fuck, I want put some stickers on this shit. And also it's like, I don't feel like it matters anymore, like I just turned 47, so I'm like, I feel like I always was like, I don't want to make a bad decision that I have to live with. Now it's like it's all fucking about to just rot, and it's about done. Like
I mean, I feel like that happens a lot. Everybody has their different reasons. Majority of it is like, I want to look cool, this looks fucking cool, let me get the face tattoo. Let me get whatever. That's why it's like a thing now too. It's like, you see the kids, I mean, not that it didn't happen back in the day, but like they'll have a hand tattoo and that's all they got. Or they'll have a neck tattoo and they fucking have nothing. They want to look cool. They want to look cool as fast as possible or whatever. But I definitely started getting tattooed because I wanted to look cool. But a lot of it's like trauma and shit too. I feel like people they kind of fall, they lean in that direction because they're just kind of crazy fucking people. At least it used to be.
Yeah.
But I feel like majority, it's like, I'm just like a crazy person. I fit in with this crowd. This crowd has tattoos. I want them too.
Now you can work in an office with tattoos. I feel like that is like the last 10 years or so. So it's like, before that you did have to be like, I'm fucking crazy. Sure. I don't give a shit. So that's probably part of it too, is I feel like the culture kind of caught up to it. So this phase of life too, it felt like, all right, I can still like have a job with, maybe it felt a little more like taboo when I was younger. But I mean, I waited like, 30 years to get the first record player because it was like, what does it mean? And I was like, the record player, I found the thing that means the thing. And with each one, now it's more like, just show me some flash that you got and like, let's just do that. Like, I think in hindsight, asking somebody to even do your idea is kind of weird. It's almost like, what is the artist drawing that they're into,
Yeah.
It almost seems, I'm kind of going more in that direction where I'd almost rather have something that you're excited about.
I mean, that's the best result. I feel like if you do it that way, you get the best result for sure. But everybody's different, man. Like people love some Roman Empire shit or something. It's like, I don't give a fuck about that. But it's like they want that, and it makes sense. That's all right. Let's do it. That's the direction, though, for sure.
What is that like though? When people like, if they want something, I mean, is there like a way that you can do that the best as possible? Somebody DMs you and they're like, "I've seen the things you do, and I want this thing you've never done, and then you could go back and forth, and then or do you? I know usually I think when I've come, you've drawn it like after in the moment that same day, or it's a flash that you've already done. But is there a best way to do that if you want to get an artist to do your idea?
I mean, I don't know. Like Matt, for instance, like Matt can do fucking anything well.
Yeah.
So like if I'm sure, you can throw anything at him. He's like, yeah, I got you. For me, if you ask me for some realistic like Roman king or something, it's like, dude, like I'm gonna send you to Matt,
Yeah.
but like
You're not gonna just do it bad and take that cash.
No. I mean, like
I'll do it, but
there's plenty of people that do, but like it's just I mean, I try and stay with what I'm comfortable with. At the same time, try and get better and learn some shit and do some shit. Yeah, it just depends on what they send. I mean, if they send, like some realism shit, it's like, hey, we work with Matt. Matt's really good.
it's weird that they'd even do that. That like you would look at, I guess it is hard though. I think the more you're around it or in the shops, you go, oh, this is how I should do it. This is how I should approach it. Whereas like,
Yeah,
I don't know why somebody would look at your art and then be like, DM you with a realism thing. That seems like just a mistake, It's
yeah.
like, oh, you do roofing? Like, I got some plumbing that needs to be. Did you look at what I do? Because it's not what you're asking for.
You're right. I mean, it's it's definitely a conversation. But I think a lot of it too. The people that ask for shit like that aren't. There, a lot of those dudes are like recommended through friends or something, and they're just like,
Right.
their buddy will be like, yeah, my buddy Eli or my buddy, whoever, fucking, he's cool. Like, hit him up, and then they'll be like, okay, and they don't even think. And a lot of people assume because you tattoo, you can do everything, which, isn't necessarily the case anymore. Back in the day, it was.
That's probably a person that hasn't been tattooed much, though, right? That more likely
Typically.
it's going to assume. Then you're like, oh, it's a whole world. There's like different styles,
Yeah, typically.
Whereas maybe they're just like, I want a tattoo.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, you kind of need to decide more than just that part.
Yeah, which that comes up a lot too. People coming in, it's like, I don't know what I want something. It's like, well, I mean, look at the walls. What do you want? If you can't pick here, then you're kind of fucked.
Do people pick off the walls?
For sure.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Because the walls are just covered in like all these different artist styles. I guess sometimes it's the artist in the shop, sometimes it's like from other times, and people go like, do your version of that. It's kind of like unspoken, or it's assumed that anything on the walls is like an artist could have a go at that.
for sure.
Okay.
I mean, there's some things it's kind of like, probably not. But I'd say 99% of the shop wall you can just get, or it can be redrawn or whatever. And that was the name of the game for, I mean, since American traditional, selling, trading flash.
Yeah.
So my flash could be in fucking California and blah, blah, shit like that. But
Yeah, it's kind of public domain almost in that way. I don't know. It reminds me a lot of old music because, like, the old blues songs, like the first recorded blues songs, it's almost like everybody's just kind of having a go at the same. There's like a few different types of song. It's like Robert Johnson did it this way and Lead Belly did it that way.
and then Elvis came and stole it
Yeah.
all. And then fucking
Got all the money,
Yeah.
died on a toilet. Like, actually didn't end up good for him even, I don't think. Like,
No. he just got really fat. Yeah. And then nowadays with the internet and shit, even us posting flash, it's definitely public domain. But yeah, back then it was kind of more secret to the shop. You had to go there to fucking get there. But you also had to go in to get tattooed, back then somebody would go into a tattoo shop, not just because it's a tattoo shop, and be like, I want this realistic thing.
yeah.
That's why a lot of people were a lot more well-rounded back then than they are now.
Right, yeah. Like all things now, you can have your niche
Yeah,
instead of being like a generalist.
for sure.
Yeah.
Which kind of, was a blessing to me in a lot of ways, honestly. Instagram and all that type of bullshit. So,
Yeah.
because I
Yeah, you got a
can't wrap
unique
my head
thing.
around doing a portrait on somebody, honestly. Like, I see Matt doing it, it's like, what the fuck? It takes forever. It's like, oh, man, I'm maniacal.
Yeah.
maniacal.
Yeah, you're fast, which I like too. I think it's like how long you want to sit there and have your skin try to do that. So I think it's good to get a fast tattoo. If it's fast and good, I think that's almost like for the ones moving forward, that's like that's the math on it.
That's the hope.
Yeah.
Working with those dudes, man, they're fucking, that's a Blake.
He's the super fast
Yeah,
one.
he's legendarily fast. It's like, fuck. I used to tattoo a lot slower than watching Danny and Blake. They're all just so efficient. It's just like,
Yeah.
you kind of pick up speed. Okay.
Just been doing it a long time, so they can just like see the moves in their head. So it's just like, in it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This is how it is. This is how it's done. Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's cool. I mean, it's like, it's a performance like that. I mean, that sounds very musical, but then it's like, it's on your skin and you have it forever, whether you regret it or not. I mean, it's kind of the ultimate like musical performance in a way. I think it's
the
just,
last act.
Yeah. There's a thrill to it. Now it's like whenever I can get like a few $100s together, it's like I'm going to spend it on one of those.
For sure. Well, I think that was the thing too, coming to tattooing for music. And, with the comedy thing too. Music, all arts, you can take and pull whatever, but music for whatever is like the big connection where it's just like, dude, it's very relatable in all those senses where it's just like, dude, doing it live, you got to fucking go for it. And I don't know, practice. This is the, a bunch of shit
forget
like
everything you practice because this is the one, practice. And then just like flow state. Just like,
and emotionally, some days you'll go in, I'm sure you're feeling some type of way, you'll draw this, or you feeling really good, you'll draw this stuff. Or I'm sure comedy's kind of the same. If fucking you feeling dark, you're gonna say a bunch of dark shit like fucking go kill y'all.
And those people got that night. But with the tattoo, it's like that person felt that way that day. That's just on your body. Like you're kind of signing up for that. Like there is going to be some whim of the artist,
For sure.
Which is what's so cool about it.
Yeah.
And that's also what a lot of people say not to do it is they go, I just couldn't. That's just too permanent. That's like that same thing. That's the thrill of it is the thing that deters people, it seems.
Yeah. Well, I went more so like what you're drawing and what you're trying to do artistically. But yeah, I mean, application wise, it's like, some days it's just like, man, fuck, I gotta do this and but usually that's not really a concern or anything, but I just meant what you're producing as far as artistically.
Yeah, I mean, it's all music to me. That's the first thing, I've been playing music for like 30 some years now, so it's kind of like I still feel like I'm a comedian. It's like I've been doing stand-up for 10 years now, but I still kind of feel like music is the thing that anything I try to learn, I kind of relate it to music.
For sure.
And I feel like music, it kind of is like, you can even objectively say like every culture as far back as we can even look, any part of the world, music, like drums or rhythms or chanting was part of it. So there is like, I mean, drawing too, but there is something that like we're going to be doing that shit. There's something about it that's just like almost animalistic.
Yeah.
It's not some new thing we've invented in our modern minds.
No.
It's like we need to do that.
Yeah, it's just very primitive. Like you can certain beats and shit, so you can't not it that spark in your brain, it can't not spark it,
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, drumming is like I've always played a little drums, but mostly did guitar and stuff. But the drumming is like, to me, it's like going all the like this is the deepest level of music because it's like there's no thinking about the notes or the keys. It's just all feel and rhythm.
Right.
And to me, it's like more down here, whereas I think the guitar like is a little more up there. So that kind of really appeals to me. Yeah. Like I'll code till my brain hurts, and then I'll just like.
Yeah. For sure. Well, that's why you're a young kid. You're starting the band. The crazy, wild, fucking caveman kid. He's the drummer.
He's the drummer.
The idiot, if you will, sometimes. But like,
he's got a heart.
Yeah, and he plays fucking fast,
Kind of
or
a
he
fucking
plays
idiot.
hard.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like he just loves to beat the drums, and then he gets really good, and then he's whatever. But
yeah, plays way too many fills.
is that where you started on drums?
I mean, when I look back on it now, like I realized recently that like in the 6th grade, I played the drums in the band, and I was really excited. It was like right before I quit that, went to the guitar school band, and all we did the whole year is we'd go to the cafeteria with the drum teacher, and we just do rudimentary, like right 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 left 2 3 4, do paradiddles, and I was like,
Boring
this
shit.
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And I quit, and I started like Nirvana and Pearl Jam came out. We got into bands and all that. But then I could always play drums, like I usually better than like the drummer. And I only realized like in the last few years, like all that rudimentary shit was when I was like 10 or whatever, 11. It just gave me, I don't know if I had rhythm before, but the foundation of rhythm like made it so I could do everything else. And it was actually probably the best thing I ever did was go do those fucking, it was like an hour a day. We just did like paradiddles for like a year. And when you're that
Boot
age,
camp.
you're such a sponge.
Yeah.
Like it just gets in your DNA. And I kind of just realized like I should like write that guy a thank you email, Mr. Yost.
Yeah,
At the
hit him
time, I
up.
was like, "Fuck this guy. I haven't even played a drum. Like, we never got to hit a drum."
I know. I did the same. Like I started saxophone, and I don't know why I chose saxophone, but yeah, started learning Christmas music and shit. I was like, "Fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm good, dude." Left, and I wish that I would have kept it.
Yeah,
I wish I would have kept it up.
that's a brutal one too, because it's like you can go to a piano and play like a chord, and it'll be like have a good tone, but like I think the sax, like even just to get a good tone out of it, it's like takes it's just
Yeah, it's fucked, and you gotta the whole mouth thing and all the
embouchure.
there's so many, all the buttons and shit. Piano is pretty laid out. Drums is pretty laid out. Cymbal goes crash.
Yeah,
Kick goes boom.
yeah,
Snare goes whatever.
so physical. You're just hitting shit.
Yeah, and it's physical.
People come over and we talk about the drums for the podcast, and like people always go, "You got one of those electronic drum kits? You can do it at night." And I'm always like, 99% of the reason I like the drums is because I like moving the fucking air in the room. I don't want it going through some little chip.
Sure.
And then they always are like, "Well, I like my electronic drum kit." I always realize I've like shit on their thing, but for me it's like that's what's so nice. Like you hit it and it like the air in the room does that. There's no like so much of what I do that goes through a little computer chip, you know what I mean?
For sure.
And then it comes back into like being a thing, and that's fine. But I really like I feel like we need the drums more than ever now that everything's like digital. The drum
Totally,
is just
man.
like
Yeah.
fucking,
I mean, it's, the iPads, all that shit. It's the same shit. I mean, I've been considering getting an electronic drum set.
people say they're great, and I've never played one, so I just shit on them, and they're like, "Try it." I'm like, "No," because I might not be able to shit on them anymore.
Yeah.
I just
Put the alien noises on.
yeah
Bang, bang, bang.
yeah
Oh, we have like my son has just one of those little baby ones, and we don't have so much room in the house or whatever. And everything I've been doing is with the drum machine, but it's also a broken drum machine. So I'm like, where could I meet in the middle? I can get him a drum set that's not too big or too fucking loud. I mean,
yeah.
I would let him, if we got a real drum set, I'd be like, okay, dude, play your heart out. But at the same time, it's like, okay, if
Yeah.
we don't have to, that's okay. That's cool too.
Do you have a basement or a shed or some place where it can be separate? Because this is like at least pretty like
Yeah, this is sick. This is
it's
perfect.
separate. Yeah, they were in the
Yeah.
house before, and it was like
Yeah,
It was-
your girl doesn't want to hear it.
No.
Your kids don't want to hear it
No.
really. So yeah, I've been thinking about it. But I've gotten the same review. So why you get a fucking? Even my girl's like, let's just get a real drum set. And it's like, all right, we could. Like, I'm not against it either, but electric kind of makes shit easy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's convenient. I get that. Maybe
But now I feel less of a man now.
I
He
mean,
made me feel like a weak.
yeah. I need to stop saying that because every person, I'm like, here's my reason for it, and they're always like,
No,
why you
whatever.
gotta? I think I'm the only one that doesn't. People just love their electronic drums, and I'm the one guy
That's
that's
fair.
like. I mean, I'm on a computer all the time, so yeah.
Yeah, you want to get
I
the
got
fuck
my
away
reasons.
from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I don't know.
But also like recording yourself too. Like, it just makes it so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like to put on music, like put on Spotify and play drums along to things, and then I record that, and so I just end up with like all these like voice memos that are like long drumming, and then sometimes I'll lie in bed and just put that on and play acoustic guitar to it, or even like build a song out of that, which is kind of, I don't know, it's very exploratory. It's kind of like you're saying about just doodling. Yeah. There's not some like, and then it'll be something I ask people to hear. It's just I've kind of just music's become more and more just like something you just do to kind of keep your mood and your levels in check. It's an outlet for all the just like shit that you can't. Like, what else are you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
Hit some drums.
Yeah, caveman energy. You got to get it out. You were the kid.
So when did you like when you played the sax, and then did you when did you switch to like the guitar or something and start playing in bands when you were a teenager? Or?
I got a guitar, and then it was
acoustic or electric.
Fuck this. I got one of each actually. Yeah, my dad, he kind of just came across both around the same time.
Did he play?
He played piano. He's like really good at piano.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. What style of piano does he play? It's like classical or jazz?
I mean, it's more classical for sure.
Yeah.
But he's not like ripping Beethoven, doing crazy shit like that. I mean, he's good. He's not like virtuoso, but
he can make it sound nice.
Yeah, he couldn't play guitar. Still can't play guitar. But I think he had traded some work for like an electric. So I think I got the electric first, and then he did the same for the acoustic like very shortly after, thinking that we could play together. And then he realized like, okay, like I suck. And then here, you can have both or whatever. I just started playing guitar.
My dad got an acoustic guitar too when I was in like elementary school, and he was like, I'll learn to play this. And I guess I remember it being the greatest like 6 months ever, where he had this little cheesy songbook, and we would sing like the Dukes of Hazzard theme song and just little 3-chord songs, and then he was like, this is going to be too much work to try to get good at, and then I eventually took his out, and but yeah, I mean I remember just being like, this is the coolest fucking, like, to me it was like the idea that I could play a song that I heard somebody else do was just the most magical thing. Because like after I quit the drums, I found an amazing guitar teacher. I was so lucky. This guy, Scott Lombard, he was like, just bring in your favorite CDs and we'll just learn those. And I would sit there and I'd watch him like learn the song by ear. And that was like really lucky because after he quit and like he like owed people money, and he was kind of like a sketchy dude. It was like a weird dude to hang out with too, which was also cool because my parents are nerds, and this dude's like saying wild fucking shit. But he was so good, and like he had the ear, so I picked up on that. And then when he left, the next guy was like, you got to learn scales, you got to learn to read music. And then I just kind of quit after that. I'm so glad that my first teacher didn't force that stuff on me. Yeah. He was like, just learn to play. You can learn to read later or just never.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's way more important. Definitely as a child. That's why that saxophone shit was like, man, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Scales.
Like, fuck this. Yeah.
Fucking scales.
This sucks. But then also, you get older and you're like, damn, that kid's really good. And then you found out, it's like, I was in lessons, or, I learned the shit. It's kind of like
there's different types of kids, because like I was really like, we didn't have words like ADHD, but I was like, couldn't sit still. And so, I mean, I think like some kids can probably like learn the scales and do all that and do well, but I needed somebody to like meet me where I was. Yeah. And it's just kind of like.
They need the math.
Yeah.
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 No, that makes sense.
Like just a teacher that goes like, all right, I'm gonna like teach this kid the way, I don't know. It was a very lucky intersection with that. And then we like, when like grunge hit, like we were all just into it, and like we just sucked. Like it was like 5 years, like ages like, I don't know, 12 to 17, where we just sucked, but we loved it. We didn't know.
Yeah, dude, you don't.
Like
honestly, at that point, you think you're sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, dude, we're fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
We talk about that in the comedy a lot too. Like you need delusion in the beginning a lot of the times. Like if you knew how bad you were, if you knew how cringe your first stand-up sets were, you couldn't do it. Like you kind of need some delusion to.
For sure.
But then at some point you got to be like, all right, now I actually have to.
For sure.
Realize how bad I am so I can get good at this. I am asking people to like give me money for this or listen to it.
Yeah, I've been tattooing the same way. Fucking, yeah. I mean, I was doing weird, I was doing some, I look back at I'll go back home and I'll see some of the first tattoos I did. And I'm like, why the fuck did you let me do this?
On people?
Yeah, on people. I mean, you see people tattoo on fake skin and all that other shit. It's like, we weren't doing that.
Fake skin?
Yeah,
that's a thing?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Definitely now you see it all the time.
Wow, like a practice pad or something?
Yeah, it's just like a piece of rubber. And you're just fucking, yeah, whatever. I don't really know anything about it, but
I never heard those words before. That's kind of funny.
Oh, really?
Song title or something.
I don't know how it works. Because, I mean, it's not the same. You know, if you're going to be tattooing people, you need to start tattooing people.
I mean, Matt was saying when he was on here that like a rougher tattoo, you know, this is probably something you just know, but I'll try to say what I heard is that like, you know, tattoos is like so pervasive now that like having like a rougher, I don't want to say shittier, but like, you know, it's actually like some like young people now are like trying to get that like rougher style because it is like some of those tattoos that you see that you gave that don't seem good to you now might actually kind of be like cool and some, you know, it's like a punk rock zine that's like stapled together. They didn't have the fucking, it is rough and that's what's cool about it.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a thing. Which, you know, I'm kind of, you know, some of it I'm kind of with. Just because it's punk rock. And having so many buddies that just taught themselves at the house, you know, my entry into tattooing was a lot different, but I had a lot of buddies that, you know, they're like, I want a tattoo, and they're fucking tattooing all our homies in the house and doing punk rock shit and all this blah blah blah. It's like there's something about that. It's like very, you know, yeah, it's primitive. It's fucking, it's raw.
Yeah,
it's real.
It's like living in a like the whole band lives together in some shitty house, and you just the kitchen like has the drum set up, and you're just fully into that.
Yeah.
You're not living a responsible life where you're not balancing your art with like, it's not clean.
Yeah. It's the thing, you know, looking back, you're just not thinking that you suck or whatever. You're just like, I got a tattoo. Like fucking sick. You don't care if it's good or if it's bad.
Yeah.
But the other side of that has become such a thing. It's such an aesthetic now that it's like people want to look fucking, they want that endearment, I guess, if that's the right word. They want that, like, they want to look like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And that's the issue where it's just like, okay, dude, like, like shit. In my case, people were just letting me do wild fucking shit because I was like, look at this fucking, I don't even know, just wild ass ideas. Like my first tattoo, this was a requested. My first tattoo was and I've seen it actually still looks okay, but it was a penis. It was a crucified penis. So it was like balls stretched out like this, and then like dickhead down. But like when we were doing it, I was like, dude, fuck, it's fucking sick. It's fucking, and I would just do random. And
where is it on the body?
It's on this dude's thigh.
Like, okay, yeah.
But
you can do a Zoom call and not have it be just right out. You know,
he was a character, man. Yeah, we used to make some trades for tattoos of certain things. So he would just get wild shit. But people would let me do wild shit like that all the time. So I would just do like fucking, all right, you want to fucking, I wish I had a good example, but like just dumbass ideas, man. Looking back at it, I thought I was fucking rocking. And it's like, holy shit.
I like that though. It's kind of like your first, you know, a lot of the bands and people I like, their first songs are just like these horrific punk songs that are like not in time or tune, and it's about like disgusting shit. And then if they go long enough, you know, 20 years later, they might have some like beautiful ballad with strings or something. But it's like, you don't start with that. You got to like find a way to like, when you suck or you're rough, you got to like still get the reps in. So it's like, can you find a place to even like do it shitty for a while?
Yeah.
And then you still keep that voice with you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's merit on both sides of the argument, I think. Classically trained, punk trained, DIY.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know that band Red Cross?
No.
Okay. There's a documentary out now about Red Cross. But they're like a prime example of that. And I didn't really know. They started young, but they were like LA punk kids, like Black Flag, era, circle jerk shit.
Yeah.
And
like 70s, early 80s.
Yeah. And I mean, they were like young, like 11, but everybody was fucking with them. And I thought that's when they ended, but the documentary obviously shows they kept going and they got better and better and better, and then they started writing these fucking glam pop, fucking whatever. So yeah, man, you definitely have. I don't know if in their case they had some pivotal moments like we suck, we need to get better, but I think that's very important for sure.
I think it might just happen organically, like the Replacements.
Yeah,
they're like, I mean, most of the bands I grew up with, like their first shit is punk. Yeah. And then it like acoustic guitars and songwriting and the lyrics start just becoming more prominent because it's like you're getting older, but you're also getting more confident. You just done it a bunch. But punk is just like the perfect place to start because it's like it's all attitude and like speed and the things that you do have on your side when you're young. Like if you have enough of that. Pavement was a really big one in the 90s too because it was like, they weren't punk, but they were like, it was the punk feeling of like, you don't have to be like a good singer or musician, like you just got to figure out how to make your voice the thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Of being like polished.
Yeah, which I wish it was more. I mean, obviously people still are like that and they appreciate that, but I feel like music sucks now. Like so many people they don't they either try for that really hard. It's not like people just don't go and do it as much as anymore. Now it's kind of like I'm going for the sound, or like it has to be like this, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then aesthetically it's the same. It's like it's fucking back in the day. But then you'd always all those bands sucked in the beginning too.
Yeah.
You always just they were fucking horrible.
Yeah, but they still get a record deal because there's only like 8 bands, so the label will be like, well, we'll give them 3 albums and then they'll get good.
Yeah.
So now it's just, I don't know, it's just everything. Like the YouTube videos where you can learn it, I feel conflicted about that because I might use a resource like that now, but the struggle was so much a part of it. Like you had to find some kid in your neighborhood that knew more chords than you and go over to his house, and his like big brother would have some like weird spider, and you have to like have this whole experience that was like unsafe just to get the knowledge. You couldn't just like be at home and get the knowledge. You had to go on a journy. And then it would still be kind of wrong, He'd teach you the chord wrong and you'd spend like 3 months doing it.
Yeah,
like
go to somebody else. They're like, that's not right.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck do you mean? Yeah.
Like that just doesn't exist anymore. I think that's a part of the roughness that's gone. Or it's just part of getting old. It's just what you do. You get old and you go, it used to be something that I understood. And
that's what I'm thinking now too. Saying all this, just like, damn, we just sound,
Yeah, but
maybe I'm at the age.
That's a life experience.
For sure.
You get to shit on the electronic drums when you get old or whatever.
Because in the same breath, who's to say? I guess how can we say? Because it probably still is the same. They're just using different tools.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's weird. I think about my kids with the iPad thing. Like I was thinking about the other day. It's like they weren't around without it. So like to them that's fucking normal, and that's to us it's like, dude, no, you didn't walk 10 miles in the snow to get a fucking dime bag or something. You know what I mean? Like some stupid shit.
You went to the dispensary.
Yeah, man.
They let you smell the thing. You got a receipt.
Yeah. You got the TED. They give you samples, which would be sick. But yeah, no, it's I don't know, but I think it's definitely noticeable that there's a lack of, that organic, I guess, path that's definitely like a noticeable thing, even if it is normal for them or not.
Yeah, I was talking to my mom. We go to the beach every year. My parents are like about 80, give or take. And she was saying like she remembered the first time when she was a kid, they went over to a friend's house and they had a TV, and it was the first time they'd seen a TV, and they were like, just like any commercial where it's like, Colgate is the best toothpaste. They were just like, oh my God, this is amazing. Yeah. And then they went home, and the next day her dad bought a TV, and he probably had to like pay it off. And then that was just like a really big change. Like she saw that like it used to be everyone in the neighborhood would like come out and like listen to the radio together or have a meal, and now it's like everyone's just inside watching TV. So if you were like my age at that time, you'd be like, this is it's over, it's done.
It's the devil.
But for me, it was just like, I spent my entire childhood in front of a TV, because they were just like, just get him to shut the fuck up. Let him.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like what you said about the iPad. Like, I didn't even know there never wasn't one, like,
right.
So it's like, you just come online with whatever the shit is. But then you get older and you start to get like, you have opinions about it,
For sure.
And that's fair too.
I mean, dude, I feel like I struggle with it too sometimes. Just the ease of using YouTube or whatever. And I beat myself up over it or something, It's like, man, I used to have to fucking really work for this shit. Like I should be doing it this way, but I'm going to do it this way because I'm fucking lazy.
Yeah.
Or whatever,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the conflict of modern life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dark.
I try to just build enough like real stuff in. I mean, I think that's why like doing comedy or playing the drums or even getting a tattoo is like eating with the family. I'm trying not to be on my phone. Like if my kids come in the room, I'm always like, I wasn't on my phone.
Yeah, I do.
I'm just hanging out in the present moment.
I do the same.
Because our 14-year-old like doesn't want a smartphone for some reason. She's like the only one. She has a flip phone. She's just very analog books. But so we're kind of lucky that like she hasn't wanted that. But the 10-year-old, she like totally is like, why don't I have a phone? It's like that day is coming, but like there's no going back. So the farther we can push that off.
10's crazy.
Yeah, 10 is crazy, but they have them at 10.
I know.
And she's like, everybody else, it's so much like everybody else is. Well,
no judgment, man. No,
I remember saying that to my parents about shit,
For sure.
Everybody else gets
I wanted
to.
all this shit. Yeah, I want. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just the reality. But I've got a younger brother. He's like 20, I think 20, and he's like a huge pothead. But I mean, our age is so different. Like I'm 13 years older. Huge pothead. But like I was talking to when I was 20, I was going crazy. I mean, I was doing anything you'd give me almost, like for whatever reason. But he's just like, oh no, man. Like he doesn't use his phone. He doesn't do that. He just smokes pot, and that's cool with him. Not to say he's the only one, but yeah. Like, and then it seems like all his friends are kind of on the same wavelength of like, well, we don't really like to drink or anything. We don't really like to party. Yeah. A phone? I mean, it's just a phone. iPad, it's just an iPad. Like, let's just smoke some weed, play some music and shit. So I feel like it's kind of like going back. I don't know why I made such a big deal about being a pothead. Sorry.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a pothead.
No, there's not at all.
We encourage that on here.
Honestly, I think it just was like a shock to me or whatever.
Better than booze, I'd say, honestly.
Oh, for sure.
You're growing up today and you got a dispensary, like all the fucking fights and shit I saw and all the alcoholic moments. I mean, just
absolutely
smoke a little weed.
Yeah. I mean, I was smoking a shit ton of weed. But like, my point being, it's just our perception of it isn't theirs, obviously, and I think that they kind of don't feel the same way about it that we do. Yeah. Like I think that they kind of don't give a fuck about it as much as we think that they do, and really as much as we give a fuck about it.
And who are we to understand? Like it's not good to be judgmental. So you just get to this age and you're like, these fucking kids, And part of it's jealousy. It's like, you got YouTube. You could be trans now. You weren't allowed to do these things.
Yeah. And I mean,
we don't even really know what it's like. Like they might be like doing it better, but we just can't see it. Or I can't,
Well, like when we were growing up, you could do all that shit, and it was kind of just like it wasn't accepted, but it kind of was like, yeah, you can just live your life, whatever. And now everything's under a microscope. Where it's like even like being trans and shit. It's like they were trans motherfucker back in the day, but now it's like I'm trans, or I'm this, or I'm that, or I'm this. Where it's just like we look at it being older and we're like, man, the times are crazy. And they're just like, oh, fucking, whatever, you know? And it's like, it's really not that, it's not as crazy as we think.
And when my dad was my age and I was a teenager, my dad was like, the times are crazy. Like every dad in his 40s has always been like, I don't know, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
This is definitely as crazy as it's supposed to feel this way. So I mean, I'm like, now it really does seem objectively more crazy, but it's always been crazy.
No, it's always been crazy. I mean, it just seemed a lot more realer back then. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think we are going to evolve into some virtual thing. I think it's just happening, and maybe it'll be better in some ways. You know, I guess it would take some kind of like catastrophic event to like have less technology. You know, I don't really want that. Like some of my like younger comedian friends are like, burn it all down. I'm like, let's not burn it all down. Yeah. I like my shed, my family. Let's change it, but I don't think we should burn it all down anymore.
I don't want an electric drum set. I don't want to have an electric drum set.
Yeah,
but I don't know. You know, life's fucking weird. I don't know. Getting older, because I grew up Y2K or whatever. So I feel like looking at TV. You look at TV from like 2000s, like holy shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a different time.
Yeah. I know my parents are probably like, fuck, you cannot watch any of this. Like,
yeah. Yeah, my favorite movies is Dazed and Confused growing up.
Yeah.
Came out in like 93. I think it took place in like late 70s. If that movie came out today, I may have already said this, but like it would take place in 2009, I think. Like,
yeah, right.
Like that's
weird.
2009 is like a completely different time. Like the 2000s are almost like the 90s part 2 now. When I look back, that was kind of the last time before it really became like screens everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it was still seemingly pretty fucking real deal.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to like worry about certain things and
and I think having kids and all that too just kind of amps you up on your like
for sure
worrying about stuff, you know.
Yeah. Stupid shit.
Yeah.
And you look back and then you're like, oh, that wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying not to get mad when they destroyed the house and everything. That's really not that big of a deal when they just destroy all the. It's like that's something my dad told me recently. He's like, I shouldn't have gotten he would just get furious if you like put a hole in a wall, you know.
No, really?
Just furious.
Maybe you're just putting holes in walls?
Yeah. Well, no, later.
Like, fuck it.
Later, it's like there's a lot of like, rehab and things like that. And it's like, yeah, those holes in the wall were fine. You know, he's like, I don't know why I got mad about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's like, don't get mad at your kids about just like.
Trivial shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, I feel like I do okay with it. But it is sometimes I'll like snap and I'm like, man, you're just being a kid or something, you know?
Yeah.
You might be annoying the shit out of me, but you're just a kid.
Yeah, Emily and I take turns like snapping and yelling, and then it's like the shame and the trauma of the yelling is like far beyond whatever the fuck the thing was.
Oh, for sure.
So we are aware of that.
Yeah.
And I do say I'm sorry. Like my parents like never was like, hey, I'm sorry that when I was a kid, it was like a parent would like lose their mind, go crazy, and then you just never talk about it again. Like not one time.
Right.
So you're just kind of always like wondering if it's going to happen again. So now it's like, all right, we do normalize being like, I'm sorry, I got angry. That was bad.
Yeah, that was
wrong.
on me.
I'm sorry. Yeah. And I think that's one thing that I'm like, I am doing that. That seems better. But maybe that'll backfire, and I'm like fucking them up with that in some way. I don't think so, though.
There's no right or wrong. You know, you just gotta hope, I guess. I mean, you know better than me. Obviously, my kids are little, but like, I don't know. It's a learning thing. It's all a fucking learning thing. But yeah, I feel like we kind of do the same. We'll go back and forth. I'll be like real like nitpicky one day, and then my girl the next day. But while I'm nitpicky, she's looking at me like, whoa. And when she is, I'm like, God damn, you know, or something. But like,
you need to take a minute in the bedroom, honey, because. Sounds like you do.
Yeah.
We'll kind of do that for each other.
But at the end of the day, then it's just like, oh, yeah, we're both kind of just like at our wits' end or something.
Yeah.
That's the hardest shit ever.
Yeah. Well, we hit our time. It's getting pretty hot in here. Should we wrap up on that note? Garden Wolf. We'll link the your Instagram in the description. It's a pretty low stakes podcast, but it's fun talking to you.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never done one. So this is... Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Most people, they come on, it's their first podcast, so it's cool to be here for it.
Hopefully I didn't say anything crazy.
No, it was great. It was a great episode. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, dude.
Appreciate
Thank you so much, man. Yeah.